Like, how much better would a fart have been on Press Your Luck?
Oh.
Or the Gong Show.
How about Family Feud?
Family Feud, yeah.
That's a place you need a fart.
The Up Group Podcast, I'm Rob Rossi.
I'm Chris Pastrick.
I'm Joe Leonard. And let me say that you guys are dicks for both taking off last week.
Wait a minute. Who is Joe Leonard?
Hey.
She was on the show for a while, right?
It's been like, did she hold out for a contract?
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work, so she's back. I thought it worked because she's got pants today.
Yeah, dude.
maybe.
New ones, too.
New ones. Wow.
Yeah.
So how was your vacation, first of all?
Good, thanks. I did a lot of work around the house, but,
Okay.
you
just moved.
And that's where I was,
I did.
too, around the
So,
house.
It's important to get everything settled now that the holidays are coming up. You don't want to have, like, my house. See, I go the opposite direction. I try to mess up my house going into the holidays so nobody will come visit.
That makes sense for you.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have piles of shit everywhere, so.
Well, let me tell you, I have lived in my house for about 21 years, and we still have boxes in our basement that we have never opened from the move.
So I shouldn't feel too bad.
Oh, no. Take pride in the unopened boxes.
I'm over 10 years, and I have rooms I'm still not using.
Okay, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Even though it's weird because I know some people get really attached to places and homes, and we sold my mom's house about 5 years ago, and it was the house that I grew up in, and I should be more attached to it, and I should have missed it more, but I didn't. To me, it's just a house, and it's not, the memories I always have the memories, but I don't get attached to the home.
Would you feel that way about your house now, where your kids grew up?
I might. It might be different.
I remember there was a point, and I don't remember when it was, but there was a point where I remember sometime in college where it didn't feel like home anymore.
Yeah.
It felt like I'm coming here to, stay with my parents for a couple of days or whatever. I'm visiting. Like, it wasn't...
Yeah, it ceased to become your house.
That's not your room anymore.
I don't know.
That's not like... I don't know when that happens.
It's weird.
But it does happen.
With my parents still in my mom's house and not caring, I'm embarrassed about that. I really don't...
Really? I'm embarrassed by a lot more than that.
There's a lot of things you can be embarrassed about.
So can I say, I took my nephew, Austin, who's 8, to see the Thor movie.
Yes.
Ragnarok, I think it was. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. I was embarrassed by being completely overwhelmed by purchasing these tickets.
Well, it's just tickets to a movie, right?
What?
It's not. See, I thought that too, but my nephew, who's 8 years old, said, we get up there, and I'm like, I want 2 tickets to see Thor, and she goes, well, what type of tickets do you want? The woman at the front, and I said... movie tickets,
a little paper,
and he's like, "No, Uncle Rob, you need to pick which seats we want." And I'm like, "Well, you don't like the IMAX."
That's right. So there's IMAX.
There's Super IMAX.
Wait, what?
There's Super IMAX.
That?
I don't even know because
now I'm embarrassed. I don't know I know IMAX and I know 3D, and you have regular.
Yeah, there's like Super IMAX. Maybe IMAX is what they call Super IMAX. Maybe they've just added Super to the name. There's 3D. And there's what Austin wanted to do. And he tells the lady, we want to sit in the D box.
Yes. Wait, D box? Yes. I know D bag.
Well, and I appreciate you saying out loud what I didn't want to say in front of my nephew, Jill. But he says we want to sit in the D box. And I'm like, do we? Because I'm not sure what that means.
So explain.
You do, actually.
I don't.
So we buy the D-Box tickets. By the way, for an afternoon show, it's $30.
Oh,
it's like $28.
Well, that's because of the D-Box.
The D-Box.
You mean for 2?
As you will learn, kids,
2 seats.
As you will learn, if you're going to be using a box, even just for 2, it gets expensive.
Oh,
but
man.
We go into this. No, there's nobody else in these rows, right? The D box is empty. And so I'm thinking the D box is up top, right? You walk up to it's like in the middle,
right?
And it's like these seats that look like they are video game seats. Have you seen those chairs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And I still don't know what this is.
They're like seats on steroids,
right? And as we walk in to the theater, we pass like a display of the D-box seat in the...
Right.
And he goes, well, do you want a seat? I'm like, what's there to see? We're going to be sitting in it, right? So we get in there, and now I'm sitting in this seat, and there's a control pad, and it's one of those like sensor touch ones. Mm-hmm. And the one that says it's on level low. And it says there's high, medium, and low, or 1, 2, and 3. And the problem with the D-Box seats is, so they move. This is what the D-Box is.
Yeah.
They shift.
They shake.
They don't, and I
don't want to, fuck that.
Right,
no.
Right.
But like if a plane crashes, your seat crashes.
Right.
In the whole
yeah.
thing.
So
I can get behind that.
In this movie,
it's like 4D.
Yeah, it's in this movie. It turned a lot.
Yeah, it does move.
You know?
Yes, it does.
And if there's a fight, it rumbles, and you do get used to it. But I had mine on the low level. The high level would have been
it's intense.
But I couldn't even figure out how to work it, and so. Austin's like, my nephew is like, well, no, this is how you work it. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not feeling anything. So I go out and get the one attendant, and he's like, I don't know what to do, man. I'm going to call management. So now he's calling management.
Oh, you're that
He's
guy.
like, we have D-box seat problems. Can you please come to Theater 13? We have D-box seat problems. And I'm like, oh, great. Now everybody's hearing D-box seat problems.
Exactly. And they know who you are because you're the only one.
I'm the only one standing there,
right.
and I'm the only one in the row. So finally some kind teenager comes, and he goes... He sits down, and he goes, so what's the problem, sir? Right. And my nephew's like laughing. Yep. He's sitting in the row next to him. What's the problem, sir? I was like, well, I can't get my seat to work. He goes, well, the movie hasn't started. I said, well, how do I know if it works? And he goes, when the movie starts, it will move. I said, so there's no way to test it. He goes, well, if it doesn't start moving, then come see us. I said, but can't you just tell me if it's going to work now so I don't miss part of the movie? No. So I don't still know what I'm expecting. Like, I know it's moving, and then the very first scene, like, rumble, move. I'm like, and the first thing I think is, thank God I did not buy any snacks, because we had gone to lunch. Because if you would have purchased, like, soda or popcorn, and you have them in these D-box seats, you're wearing it.
Right.
So I walked out of there thinking, I am that guy now. I'm embarrassed that I'm not more embarrassed to be that guy that can no longer go to the movies and confidently order tickets without being confounded.
Yeah. You're kind of culturally ignorant or culturally paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Yes.
Culturally paralyzed.
Yes, it doesn't make me want to leave my house. Like, technology's at the point...
we'd prefer you don't leave your house either.
Well, that's
most
true
people
too.
don't.
Yeah, so that was my embarrassing moment.
Jill, you should go to a movie theater.
You should just go to a movie, Jill.
I'm trying to think of the last... I think, the last movie I saw in the theater was Get Hard. I know it wasn't a porn... wasn't in a porn theater.
I wouldn't want to see that in the
I saw that
D-box
one on my laptop the other night.
Yeah.
You should just go.
Actually, I might want to see that one in the D-box seat.
Go into. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Well, that would be interesting.
A porn movie with the D-box.
I'd want to make sure
interesting. Can we make this happen?
I wonder if
I want to make sure the seats are cleaned first.
That would be so interesting.
We need to find a place that does this and go.
Because you know what I know, I probably should be embarrassed about knowing this.
Yeah,
but
right.
I do know
the previous statement shouldn't be embarrassing.
This is embarrassing that I do know this, but I do know they have, you know how they have the virtual reality glasses that you can wear? They have porn movies for those virtual reality glasses.
Really?
So that you are in the porn movie and you are the person involved.
See, I think this is what kills us.
I shouldn't know that, but I do, and I'm not going to tell you how
That's
I know
okay.
that.
We're not going to need other people. We'll just be able to have sex.
That's what I'm saying.
Reality.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit upsetting, but yeah.
Well,
I have so many
or
questions.
promising if you're me.
But back to my thing. You should go to a movie theater, and in the lobby, there's always going to be a D-box seat.
Yeah, just test it out.
Test it out. They'll play a trailer, and it'll rumble.
Actually, based on my experience with a D-box seat, if I was a woman, I'd just go test it out.
There you go.
I mean, it just might be fun.
Right.
So, how long have these D-box seats been in theaters?
Years.
At least 2 days.
No, it's at least
I've
a year
never
and
seen
a half.
it.
I've never seen them before. They must be new.
They have been in our theater for at least 2 years.
Well, you go to the Mills, right?
Yeah.
And I think
that's where I was.
Okay.
I've never been.
They've been there. They've been there a long time.
See?
They were there for about 6 months before I even bothered sitting in the seat. And then my son told me, you should try this, and we tried. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. We don't see one movie like that.
I'll tell you what we'll do for the Upgroove podcast, what we'll put on the Upgroove website, upgroove.com. Please check it out. When we got a lot of big movies coming out, we'll put a story together about like what you can expect when you go into these seats.
We should review movies based on the D-box experience.
Yes,
that's not a bad idea.
Not review the movie based off So I
have one question when it pertains to the D-box. So what would have happened?
I have more than one, Jill.
Well,
many questions.
What would have happened if you bought tickets, just regular tickets, and then sat in the D-box? Do they check?
I don't think. Well, you know what? I think they activate it because you do have to pick the seats. Like you have to be like, I'm going to sit in like seat 1 and 2. So it probably has to activate.
Right.
So there's nobody in the rows. It's not like these seats are going.
Here's the thing, though.
It just doesn't happen.
I'm surprised that there are rows behind them. Because usually people, when they sit, whether they want to or not, end up putting their foot on a seat in front of them. You did that in this D-box thing. You come out there with like a calf strain or something like that.
Yeah. It is interesting, but they're good seats. I mean, they are good prime seats. Locations.
Right. And you do get used to it. I thought it was going to be very jarring. Yeah. But I don't know how you take snacks in. I don't know what you would do.
Although I imagine only certain movies are available in D-Box. Yeah. Like, I don't think a Meryl Streep movie would have.
That'd be fabulous.
Like a Remains of the Day.
I don't think and seeing like an old version of Driving Miss Daisy.
Right. I don't think they
every time it drives D-Box. Yeah, that'd be cool. So that was the other thing in theaters. I don't know when it became comfortable. Maybe this is a society thing. So please chime in. Just because you're in a theater with people and the lights are out, you do not have permission to pass gas.
Oh.
No.
Did that really happen?
Well, you hear things and you're like, or you see people moving, like shifting, and you're like, that's
not cool.
That's the side tilt. I know the side tilt.
Yeah, you know
when you do the side tilt, when you like grip both handles and you're like, that's the side tilt.
I can honestly say I've never ever done that.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, Chris, right?
I know.
If you're in a meeting and you see somebody go,
there you go.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to be over there. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just worry that if we become a culture where farting in public is an option, we lose a lot of what made us us.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of farting, did you see last night on Wheel of Fortune? I swear to God, and we have a card on this on upgroove.com, so go to Upgroove and check it out if you want to see for yourselves. I swear to God that this woman farted last night on Wheel of Fortune, and I wasn't alone.
She farted 4 months ago because that's probably what
I taped it. But
I watched it, and I'm not sure because it sounds like almost like she might have kicked the table.
I think that she kicked the table.
She either kicked. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I doubt it.
She either kicked the table or she ripped like an epic fart.
I'm with Jill on this. Having seen the video, I think she let one loose.
Really?
And then tried to distract by kicking the table.
Oh, maybe.
That's the other thing you do. If you don't do the side tilt, something
you
goes
make some
and you're
kind
just there we go.
Yeah.
The question I have with that...
And you notice how often Jill bangs on the table?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
My question about that is, I mean, we edit shit out of this podcast all the time. I
don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean,
You're asking why they edited gassy shit into the Wheel of Fortune.
I mean, if that truly happened, I mean, then that would be my luck to epically bust ass when I was on a game show. That would happen to me. But why wouldn't they just edit that out?
I would keep that in.
Why?
That's a trending thing. I mean, how many people are watching Wheel of Fortune at a younger demographic? But if you can get that trending on social media.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
Really?
But again, they would have to stop play, go back, and redo all of it again. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. But you can't just edit that out because, and I will say, in terms of editing this podcast, there are things that we say that actually I can't edit out, even though I'd like to.
I'd be more worried that they would edit stuff in now. They're like, we could edit a farting sound into that. That's a thing we do.
But all you'd have to edit out was when he says, say her name was Jane. Okay, Jane. And then, they pick it up and start again. It would be pretty
but how do you stop that? Okay, we're going to do this one over. That woman there clearly passed gas.
Right. I mean, how did they know? Did they know in the studio that she definitely passed gas? Or was it, I don't know.
I mean, he said, she said, excuse me.
Right.
So that makes me think she probably did fart.
And he said, all I heard was a noise.
Right.
A bang or something.
Right.
No, it's a good moment.
And that's kind of awkward.
I don't know. But we're talking about it, right?
We're talking
about Wheel of Fortune.
It makes me wish we were in the heyday of game shows, though. Because I think of the game shows I would watch growing up, Press Your Luck.
Oh, yeah.
How much better would a fart have been on Press Your Luck? Or the Gong Show.
How about Family Feud?
Family Feud, yeah.
That's a place you need a fart.
With which host?
You know what? I gotta say, I'm not a Ray Combs fan, so that area I don't like. I liked Richard Dawson, but I like Steve Harvey.
I do too, but I think Richard Dawson would have handled a fart.
Oh, Richard Dawson would have done quite well with a fart.
Here's where I'm embarrassed. I was listening to this podcast, you know I don't get offended easily. I kind of just put it out there. I'm actually offended sometimes when I watch Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
Oh, wow. Wait, why? Why? What does he do?
Some of the categories are remember how it used to be back growing up when they would say making whoopee for sex?
Oh, absolutely.
And it's banging a hoe is one of the answers now.
Really? Wait, really? That's an answer? Banging a hoe?
I mean,
that seems like a giant leap.
I have seen stuff like that. What? Hoes and whores and it's really been kind of dummied down.
Dummied down? I think it's been sexed up.
Yeah, it's dummied down and sexed up.
Really? Hoes and whores on Family Feud?
I have seen them talking about hoes.
I'd like to see those as competing families.
Hose and
Those
whores
and
versus whores.
That would be great.
Give me the whore family.
That would be
That'd be great. Like that, I would like to see.
That would be pretty good.
Anytime I watch, I'm like, wow, I can't believe that they're actually doing this. Maybe because when I was growing up, they didn't even say sex. They said making whoopee.
Right. Well, maybe they can't find families anymore, and they have to go with these like extreme answers or something.
Maybe I don't know. That's really strange to me. Well, because I would think that Steve Harvey isn't he more of a church going guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think he be straight and narrow.
He's pretty non gangsta.
I mean, they used like euphemisms for penis, and I can't remember
Just
exactly.
use penis.
But
we don't need euphemisms.
But it was something like dong. And I was like,
honestly, I think
really?
dong is better than penis. I don't like the word penis.
Dong makes me laugh, but I'm like 12, so.
So
excuse me.
You're okay with dong. I don't know what's offending Jill here. I don't know. What is embarrassing you in this? That they're using hoes and whores or dong? Or
No,
just
nothing embarrassing, but like I was like, wow, maybe I'm getting old that like I'm offended by like, I'm not even offended. I was just surprised.
That's strange. The word dong is weird to you? Or just makes you laugh?
It just makes me laugh.
Okay, so it's not like it offends you.
But I was like, wow, the language on this show is really like been
you know
kind
what
of...
though? I'll be honest. If you go back and watch like on the Game Show Network, they even still have the Game Show Network.
I don't know. Do they?
But like when they would show like the early '70s stuff, like I remember hearing. Well, you know, Archie Bunker was this revolutionary show that would get away with everything. But then you watch game shows from back then, and they got away with everything.
Really?
Like you go back and look now.
Now I
like,
have to watch.
You go back and look now, and you kind of realize like they're being very coy about what they're talking about. Like they're not saying penis or vagina or anything, but like they're clearly
saying it.
They're saying it without saying it. And like the ones that had the celebrities were the best because the celebrities would just be, you know, they would get right away like, oh yeah, you know. So they would get away with a lot. I think there were so many of them.
That's interesting.
You know,
I have to go back and watch some of those old. I mean, they're all available on YouTube.
It's never been okay to fart at the Wheel of Fortune.
No, you don't want to fart on the Wheel of Fortune.
That's like hitting the bankruptcy thing 3 times in a row.
I'm just glad somebody did it before I did. Because I know that would be my luck. So are you embarrassed that this morning you didn't know what BOGO meant? Because I feel like you should be.
I know what BOGO means now. I'm embarrassed it's taken me this long to understand. But I don't know. There was a time I didn't know what BOGO, you know, and especially when people use it for text. I had, you know, like I understood LOL, but there's still phrases I get with text. Like I'm embarrassed. I'll tell you what else I'm embarrassed about. I don't contemplate emoji well. People will send an emoji, and I don't know what they're like. And I'm now to the point where I'm calling them on it. Like, I don't speak this emoji language. What did this mean? I do not want to misunderstand.
Well,
like, are you like crying or sweating or laughing tears?
It's like a modern hieroglyphics, and I think if you look at it, it's kind of reasonable enough.
Not if you don't understand BOGO.
But I mean, like, there's so many. What I don't understand is there's so many smiley face subtle variations of it. Like what's proper to use. Like there's a smile, then there's a bigger smile, then there's an even bigger smile, then there's teeth, then there's like I don't understand. And then what is the upside down smile? Like what is that?
That means like just like I'm being silly.
It means you've gone to the upside down.
Well,
but this explains why you didn't return my text when I sent you that eggplant and the peach.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Now that's sexual harassment right there, Joe.
And by the way, I get it more than anybody in this company. So, because I mean, you work with Jill, you can file out a charge.
Yeah, we could definitely file charges.
That's not
we
allowed.
could definitely Kevin Spacey Jill.
Why was BOGO not Bogoff? I would have understood it. Buy one, get one free.
That makes me laugh too.
Bogoff.
Buy one, get one free. That's the phrase.
Bogoff.
It's not buy one, get one. If you'd have texted me like BOGOF, I'd be like, what's Bogoff? And they're like, buy one, get one free. Oh, that makes sense. I'm going to go to this sale because it's Bogoff time. But, you know, but that just tells you how embarrassed. So I'm so embarrassing that I'm not embarrassed by how embarrassed that I'm be like, forget BOGO. I'll go with Bogoff because you're missing the word.
Bogoff just sounds dirty.
Yeah.
To me, it makes sense.
Bogoff reminds me of jack off. Maybe that's why I think it's so funny.
What it is, yeah. See, I think of BOGO, I think of Shop and Save. And I don't know why that is.
I do too.
I feel like
what are the other ones?
That.
There are other ones. Like,
what?
Like there's LOL, which everybody knows.
Oh, there's LOL. There's TLDR, which we used as a slogan.
And I'll be honest, guys, I've been with you for, a year and a half now. I still don't know what TLDR is.
Well, it's too long, didn't read. What other ones?
Do you know what FML means?
Why do you need two laugh ones?
Yeah.
What?
Why do you need LOL and L?
Well, because one's much more extreme. There's ROLF.
And why do I need to know if you're laughing? Just laugh. You don't need to share the
ROFL. That's what it is.
I feel like that's more. I haven't used that.
ROFL?
Roll on the floor laughing.
See, I hate people.
That's a really
IHP is I hate people.
Okay, that's Rob's IHP. If we see that.
Like, here's the thing: when I would have a conversation with somebody and they were rolling on the floor laughing, I could ask, "Did you just fall on the floor and start laughing?" Now they I don't even think it's genuine. Like, I'll just say I'm rolling on the floor laughing. Like, you really aren't. Because if you're rolling on the floor laughing, you're not texting. Don't try to fool me, you jerks.
Maybe they farted and they're just trying to cover it up.
Now at least you'll know what I mean when I send you the eggplant and the peach emojis.
Maybe. Your emoji game is sly, though. I always think you're setting us up.
She doesn't send me that many emojis. I don't know what's going on with you two.
I don't either. That's the problem. It's like, it's a company phone, Jill.
I want to go to the farmer's market, Rob. That's what that means.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
it's nice to have her back.
Thanks. It's nice to be back with you guys.
I'm embarrassed on how
I was lonely
old
last
I
week.
am, I guess.
Maybe.
Now, if she sent me a chicken McNugget, I'd know what that meant.
That's right. They don't have a chicken
No, we need one.
emoji.
No.
Get to work on that, Apple.
I'll have to send a chicken and the poop emoji or something.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm Rob Rossi.
I'm Chris Pastrick.
I'm Jill Leonard.
Thanks for checking out Upgroove's podcast, and go to Upgroove's website for all your trending news and funny stories. Bog off, y'all.
The Upgroove podcast was recorded at Trib Total Media Studios in Pittsburgh.